right, so like here's a big thing that I'm seeing. Very rarely does this game give you good value for your money. The premium pass is good value. Okay, so like, you know, this is how they do these deaths by 1,000 cuts. Bro's got me actually starting my rant. I'm not, no dude, I'm not gonna do it. We're gonna move on. We're not gonna talk about how EA ends up slicing us down piece by piece, and then when we say, oh, it's not that bad, that's when they truly get us, because then they just make it worse. All right, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it, bro. I'm not doing this. All right, I'm not gonna talk about a paid premium battle pass in a game that's $60. I won't mention it. We're not doing it. We're gonna talk Team Elite only. We're just gonna move on with our lives because it's not gonna put me in a good atmosphere. This is like when I took favor with my kidnapper. You know what? He still feeds me. Sure, I don't have freedoms. If you buy it, wait until most feared. The premium battle pass you can buy afterwards, bro. You only beat me twice this week instead of 4 times. It's getting better, bro. It's getting better. But if you like a game, shouldn't you help the developers? Stop it, dude. Stop it. I know what you guys are doing. You guys think you're slick, don't you? I love the value I've gotten with the premium pass. Can't recommend it enough. 15 is the best deal EA has ever given us. Don't let them win. Don't let them win. Wouldn't you think they're trying to help the community with the battle pass? Not falling for it. That's bait. We've spent 1,500 points on worse things. I mean, yeah, but that doesn't like mean it's all right. If you buy the battle pass, those resources go into more franchise upgrades. Think of us franchise players, Fox, right? Yeah, because we know the dollars we spend in the game would definitely go into the staff that they provide on it, and not the fucking CEO's bonus that year. The devs need your help, Fox. Help me, Obi-Wan. You're my only hope. We got a real Star Wars situation on our hands. Good bait. Good bait. I'm not buying it. All right, I'm over it. I'm over getting baited. I'm over it all. I don't want to talk about it.
A few moments later.
Like, I know a lot of people have it twisted, and I'm seeing those comments out there about how it's great value right now and how it's just giving you more stuff of what you can already have. We don't know if we can get 91 overall upgrades yet or not, of course. I feel like a lot of this game, and we've mentioned it, are slow cuts downward. I think it's so funny to see, like, if they would have introduced this premium pass like a few years ago, how angry people would be. But I think the Muck community's kind of in, like, you know, obviously you guys are memeing about it and stuff. Do you guys know that one meme of that woman with big boobs and then like her husband, and like she makes a demand and he says, yes, honey? Like the Madden community feels a lot like that situation. Gutfox 1 would have ranted. I'm just worn down and tired. I'm like Wolverine at the end of his life. So we're all kind of like at that level of like acceptance to what EA does to us. And I feel like the passion is gone for so many people, which is the worst damnation of a product you can totally have, right? The fact that there isn't rebellion in the streets at this, like the fact that EA has gotten seriously smart at how to introduce these pay to play predatory new ways of charging their customers for the same old thing. Like there's no reason a premium pass needs to live, when guess what? They could have put that in the regular pass. They could have just given it to us all for grinding their game and putting the hours, because they clearly value all of our time. They give us fucking dailies to engage more. Get 5 interceptions today. It's like, okay, this is gonna take me a fucking hour to have my guys try and catch interceptions from a computer that makes perfect fucking reads. Or am I gonna boot up against a friend and have it done that way? Like the fact that like our dailies used to take so little time, now they take forever. And like, okay, yeah, we want you in our game, but now pay us and then also be on our game for a long time to get the rewards too. Like it's just like they have this shit planned out year over year, it feels like now. Like, okay, this year we'll fuck them with B&Ds. We'll get rid of the nats so they can't put them in sets to make, you know, good cards that way. All right, then this year, we'll go ahead and remove them back from the sets themselves. So we used to get the B&Ds back from the set, now we don't get them at all, okay? Now this year, we'll remove the trade block. Now this year, we'll make packs give out like 2 cards only. We'll ruin that experience. This year, we'll move on. It's like, it feels like over and over, they keep just slicing us really thinly. And then each time, we're just like, yes, honey, go ahead. Like, it's kind of what we expect. Like, so now we have people, and EA's like, dude, you can tell EA puts a lot of fucking effort into thinking about these things, because they made it so attractive right away to put money into it. You got people saying, oh, this is great value, which to be fair is true, and people love to be edgelords, so of course they're gonna say that thing when the community's like, premium battle pass in a game we played $60 for. Like people compare it, I see my mentions to fucking Fortnite's free. That's how they get their monetization, through cosmetics. We are in a pay to win game mode. Oh, but what about if you're really gonna shut up, bro? Sure, you can out scheme teams, that's fine, but like, just like how, like, I'm not gonna get too off topic, but like baseball teams, look at the 3 of the final 4 teams. They're all pay to win squads. It's the same fucking shit. It doesn't make it right just because something like a player with a bad team, like I can get a no money spent account and win games online. And so they're introducing this shit right away, whether it's revenue falling, whether they're under an overwhelming pressure to increase revenue every year, which is true. They need to. They get fired if their money don't go up. And they're just like basically squeezing it out every step of the way. They're making the experience worse. So instead of growing the community, making the game better, and making more money that way, in their myopic fucking worldview, I can't even say the fucking name right of the word, of like, yeah, we just have our player base, instead of trying to expand it through like making a quality product, let's try and get more money out of the whales because it's good value. And people are gonna say it's good value, but then wait, maybe it's not selling as much well this season. Let's put like an exclusive player because people love it. You see all this positive feedback we got, and they literally will take your tweets and they'll email them to each other to fucking shut the fuck up. Okay? They'll fucking show each other this shit. And so, like, you just need to fucking know that this is the first cut, bro. It's only getting worse. And it's like, it's just so, it's so sad and depressing to see them do like a major fucking piece of shit move and be like, it's good value, bro. It's like, well, next year when they have player exclusives behind their very popular premium battle pass because it's great value, which it'll be continue to be great value next year when they offer you exclusive players. And who knows? Maybe they don't because I see negative feedback. I don't know, but it definitely feels like it's just slowly going downhill, man. And I think that's just overall sad, right? Like we just expect it to get worse. That's so much, like I used to have so much more people being so fucking pissed off in my mentions when I criticized Madden. Now everybody agrees with me. They're basically, yeah, this game sucks, stop playing it. And they ain't wrong, man. They ain't wrong. Everybody, like, MUT is much smaller than it was even like 10 years ago, at least socially. Maybe the player base, people logging in, EA's generated numbers they share to their stockholders, they get more revenue because they got better ways of generating revenue. But from like playing the game aspect of it, creating content on it, it definitely feels like we peaked basically, you know, pandemic era. Madden 20, MUT, not Madden. The gameplay has gotten steadily better. Shout out to the gameplay team. The gameplay's gotten better. You can see, like, just look at, like, have you guys ever been on the subreddit? This is how I can tell what's happened to MUT. One of the biggest things I can show. When I show, just look at how popular the upvotes are on a lot of these things, right? Top last month, top past month. Here's the Madden subreddit. Madden subreddit used to have very little. Now, you can argue some of this is due to the auto moderation of the MUT team, or the MUT moderators gotten a little heavier. But these are all like over 1,000 into 900 just in the last month. And then like the MUT subreddit, 300. Because this guy took legal action against EA. Guy played Snoop Dogg. Really cool. But then we're in like single digits. Like this is like, so the franchise has gotten better. The people that playing franchise has improved. The Madden subreddit has gotten much bigger over the last few years. The MUT subreddit has done nothing but shrink. So clearly there's something wrong with MUT and how it's being made, that the interest in the game, at least MUT wise, is down so much. And it's like these moves like this that we can just tell, yeah, they're getting greedier. They're making more money. It's like they haven't struggled to make money over the last 10 years. Why do they need to keep pushing stuff like this in blatantly showing their hand? MUT subreddit's completely dead the previous years. It is. What could we have done or not stop? Like, dog, there's nothing we can do. There's nothing we can do to have them stop happening, right? We saw this with fucking Madden Mobile. All we can do is bitch and complain. But like I said, EA puts a lot of thought into doing these things to us now. Basically on Reddit is wild. How else am I supposed to measure a social impact of a game? Do you want me to look at, I don't know. Let me look at their tweet, their Twitter. They revealed, now, some of this is biased because MUT Leaks already leaked out a lot of these cards. 321 for 91 overall free cards. 234. I don't know. I'd have to go back to look at like old Maddens and how many likes they got in those. I'm not sure it'd be that much different. I have no idea. Twitter's also much bigger now than it was then too. Need for constant growth and profits from year to year is fucking ridiculous. Yeah, and it's just unfortunate that like they've kind of given up on growing the player base and they focused more on milking the diehards and the whales. Their growth strategy is let's push comp and then milk comp for as much money as possible, no matter how big or small that community is. Milking the diehards and pushing comp, a recipe for success if you ask me. I don't know how many people are interested in Madden comp. There's a lot of the hardcores on Twitter and stuff. But the thing about competitive Madden is like, you can milk those people regardless. They're going to be playing your game whether you cater to them or not because of the hardcore. The only way the comp Madden is leaving comp Madden is if they get good at gambling. Then they'll leave and move to gambling. But like, they're as addicted as anybody. God damn. The giveaways inflate the engagement on Twitch and legitimate criticism. I got no problem with giveaways. My problem was, remember, oh, also part of the cuts. Remember when some of the biggest streamers on Twitch were giveaway streamers? Who remembers like the Madden 16 era Twitch? Madden 15. They would host technically illegal lotteries. But they were giveaway streamers, and they were huge. They were, I wouldn't say like huge, but they had a decent number of following and people that watched them to get into the illegal lottery giveaway stuff. But EA basically, if you, like, I used to be able to give away my team at the end of seasons. Like, hey, you guys want these cards? Here, enter this giveaway. We'll trade. Here's my team. I'm done with it. Have fun. They got rid of those people, and they basically monopolized it on their own channel. Like, oh, you guys like giveaways? Well, streamers, you're gonna get banned now for doing them, and we're gonna do it ourselves. They literally killed off an entire category of streamer just so they could do it themselves. The classic EA way. The monopoly. They do a lottery with a dump truck? No, they don't. There's no, like, the lottery is, the legal lottery is where people are having to pay to enter. Must be a sub, must do blankety blank, that kind of stuff. The fact that we can't stop any of this is gonna just be glad when shit moves aren't that shitty. Yeah. That's kind of it, man. We've been beaten down into acceptance. EA has properly conditioned us to accepting it. Used to be able to trade with friends. I mean, it was so cool for squads. Do you know how many amount of coins I was able to save trading for cards on debut days? Like, being able to, like, say there's like a 3 million coin card. Like, hey man, I pulled this card. You want to use them on stream? It's like, yeah, sure, that's awesome. I use them on stream. I trade them right back after the stream. Imagine a game based off trading cards and you can't trade the cards. It is what it is. Look at that. I came through that rant as cool as I can instead of shouting like I was going to earlier in the stream.